Yo, what's good guys? Today we're reacting to the science behind women's icks. This kind of looks like a banger, low-key. Let's jump into it,
You
bro.
open your phone and search for the word ick, you'll find 600 things you should never do in front of a girl. What's your biggest ick?
I'm not even gonna go back, but I swear to God, one of them was don't be over 18. Have we lost the plot, bro? On my life. What's going on here, bro? Why is her face orange?
A boy gets hit by like a slow-moving car.
Yet if you have at least one more...
Bro, if you get hit by a car, the last thing you're thinking about is what do the hoes think of this, bro? Like, I swear down, you know how desperate you are if that's the first thing you're thinking of, bro.
more neuron than this girl, you know that most of this list is bullshit. But then, what's
Don't breathe.
really an ick?
Crazy.
The answer comes from a study made earlier this year. An ick can be described as an incongruence between the person she believed you are and the actual you.
God, bro, like deadass, nowadays you can't even do nothing without red flag, red flag. Now shut your bitch ass up, bro. Talk about some red flags, bro. Acting like it's pixel gun flipping, what's it called, that one game mode where you pick up the flag. Fuck, bro. That was heat, bro. Pixel gun, real G's know what pixel gun 3D is, bro.
She may have believed you are very cool and charismatic, and then sees you being awkward or fumbling your words. This information alone doesn't really help, right? But trust me, it's very eye-opening once you read the rest of the study. You see, women tend to get icks more often than men do. Why? They are more sensible to disgust, more perfectionist, and more narcissistic. Beautiful, right? But in his book, The Art of Seduction...
But women are more narcissistic. I feel that, bro. Because as a guy, at some point you realize, bro, you look at other people like the NPCs, but low-key they look at you like you're an NPC. Everyone thinks they're the main character, bro. So guys realize that, bro. But yeah, I see that. A lot of chicks be like, bro, no, you're not no 10 out of 10, bro. Some of these chicks are delusional. I'm gonna keep it up.
Robert Greene talks about 8 archetypes of anti-seducers. These anti-seducers perfectly match the reasons from our 2025 study. Everything is connected. So let's take them one by one. Reason number 1. Disgust sensibility. The first anti-seducer archetype that leads to disgust is the vulgarian. Basically, people who would say anything, anywhere, even if that thing offends or disgusts others. So to avoid being a vulgarian, don't bring up these subjects in the first interaction. A. Your mom. I know. But there's actually...
Bro, your mama's like the original brain rot. Now that I think about it, bro, the original Skibidi toilet was your mama jokes. I remember there was a guy that used to make like a living off of just going, your mama's so fat, and making a video about it. And that's some bullshit, bro. Them kids acting like they were better than us, bro. The previous generation was on your mama jokes, bro. Like, you ain't better than the Skibidi. Yes, bro. Tum Tum Sahur is better than that bullshit. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I'd rather Tum Tum Sahur. I'm gonna keep it up.
Actually nuance in here. Bringing up a cute thing you did for her, good. Bringing up something like, my mom always used to say this, wrong. B. Politics. In a 2023 US survey, they found out that 76% of women said that identifying as a MAGA...
They listen to Joe Rogan. What? Yo. Oh my days, you know what it is? Yeah, but talking about politics in general was a bit like, bros, what's the point, G? What's the point? Like, yeah, definitely bad for attraction, bro.
Republican is a deal breaker for them. After the elections last year, the percentages have changed most likely. But this doesn't mean you have to change your political view just to get a girl. Simply, don't start rambling about politics.
Exactly, bro.
C. Your ex. Bringing up your ex will signal that you're not over her, thus you're not fully ready for a new relationship. Now, if you somehow must talk about her, never talk shit about her. There's a cycle...
Bro, you know what it is, yeah? The worst thing is them chicks that keep on talking about guys. Bro, like, you talk to a girl and she thinks like, oh, it's gonna make you like want her more if she's chatting about bare dudes while you're talking, bro. Like, what, bro? If I'm talking to a girl and she's bringing up other guys, I'm like, wagwan fam. Glizzy sausage fest over here, bro. Piss off.
Logical effect called the STT. When you speak badly about a close person, whoever is listening to you will associate their bad qualities with you. Now, of course, there are other subjects that you shouldn't bring up in the first interaction. A good rule of thumb to know which subjects are good and which are bad is to ask yourself this question. Would it be okay if my face would appear next to this subject on a billboard? I have to credit Vanessa Van Edwards for this genius idea. Now the next archetype that could disgust her is the brute. Men who are impatient and rush things up. Before you could say something like this to a girl, she must be comfortable with you. Studies show that...
God, bro, but it depends, bro. Some people get away with it, bro. Some people be smooth, bro. I know a guy that literally just goes, yo, you want to make out? And it works, bro. Like, I bun this guy, bro. Some people just got it, bro. Nah. It depends. It depends. But yeah, nah, for sure. Some people be too straightforward. But that's not even the issue, though. People are too reserved, bro. Like, I think that's a bigger issue. Like, not the people that are too straightforward. You don't meet a lot of people like that. And when you do, bro, they get pom pom because they're Uzis. They're not snipers. You get me? Some people, they be snipers. They be like setting shit up and then pah. Some people be spraying everywhere. Hope and praying, bro. You get what I'm saying? But it works.
Women see more things as sexual harassment than men do. So comments like these must come at the perfect time. Why? Reason number 2. They're more perfectionist. So they will most likely get an ick when you make a mistake. The first archetype that matches this category is the windbag. A man who talks too much. Now this thing is pretty bad on its own, but usually the more you talk, the more you expose yourself to making other mistakes.
He keeps spitting on me.
Getting a voice.
What? But I don't think that's a deal breaker though. The fact that he is spit on all of this, I bet that's on their own, baby. Like, shut up, G. No. I don't think that that ruined his chances, bro. Like, what? No, that makes no sense, bro. But I get that it's bad, bro. If you're yapping all day, bro.
Ice crack or getting a high-pitched tone are both considered icky for women. So how can you solve this? Try to be more curious about her life rather than
No, but not talking because you're worried about getting a voice crack is the most beta shit. What? That makes no sense. Nah, I don't back this.
excited to present yours. But don't overthink it too much. Otherwise, you could end up like the bumbler. This one is too self-conscious. And according to Robert Greene himself, being overly self-conscious makes the other person overly conscious as well. Well, why is that bad? There are studies who go as far as saying that women who feel overly conscious can't experience lust nor orgasm. Truth is, I was a bumbler.
Bro, show that image of Pokey, man. Bro wants all the smoke, I ain't even gonna lie. Now, but you know what the thing is, bro? Half of it's just being confident. I think we watched a video about this together, bro, and it actually stuck with me. Like, bro, it's about doing something and, like, being 100% sure of it. You get what I'm saying? Like, no awkwardness in you, bro. That's such a powerful trait.
So, I always used to overthink, especially when I made a mistake, but then I learned something called the pratfall effect. A mistake can make you more likable if you keep your cool and play it well. For example, if you spill your coffee during a date while gesticulating, just smile and say, "Sorry, I got really excited about this topic you brought up. Did you catch that?" The smile acted...
What? Bro, I can't, like, this guy has no riz, bro. That makes jack shit sense, bro. No, that would not. I mean, sure, bro. It's better than saying nothing, I guess, bro.
It's reciprocity, so she will smile back. And this right here is a compliment which will make her feel good and see you as more charismatic. You turn an ick into a beautiful and funny
What do you say? What do you say?
Back. And this right here is a compliment which will make
Oh
her...
my days. Always compliment on intelligence and personality, rarer on looks, the way compliments actually feel earned. This is some weird shit, bro.
And see you as more charismatic.
And the compliments,
you
like...
turn an ick into a beautiful and funny moment. And you demonstrate high social skills, which you...
Bro, Cristiano Ronaldo in this photo shoot, I can't lie, slay, bro. On my life, slay. I don't know. Whoever put this together, you're a genius, bro.
You will desperately need because of reason number 3. They're more narcissistic. Here's something you probably never thought about. Men tend to score higher on grandiose narcissism, aka ego and dominance, while women score higher on vulnerable narcissism or sensitivity to rejection and self-image concerns. Well, what does this have to do with icks? Well, women's self-image concerns will make them get icky for men who show low social value. Why? Because being with them will hurt their own social value. The archetypes versus the tightwad, a person that's overly cheap. In case you didn't know, women are like 1,000 times more sensitive to their future partner's salary than men. Second, the suffocator.
Yeah, that's kind of facts, bro. And being a bit like too pinchy is like, obviously that's shit, bro. You don't want to be with someone who's too like focused. Even if everything's burning down, if you're too like, oh, I've got to save this, I've got to save that, of course that's going to turn off the chicks, bro. But it's like, at the same time, at what point do you focus more on yourself than what she thinks of you, bro?
Or
That's facts.
AKA the needy one. If you have that much time to be needy, that means you don't have anything better to do. Not sexy, huh? Third, the moralizer. If you criticize her, you'll probably hurt her self-image. So she will subconsciously get the ick and try to get away from you. And fourth, the reactor.
Nah, bro, being too nice is the opposite of that. Being too nice is the complete direct opposite of that. You don't want to be too nice to a chick, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Being too nice is like some simp shit, bro. It's like it's suffocate or whatever he said, bro. It's like you're basically suffocated like that, bro. It's basically like you're begging for it, bro. You're too desperate, G. You don't want to be too desperate. Like if she's obviously doing something wrong, you don't be like, yes, queen, yes. Like you're moving a bit brazy, bro.
Basically, someone who overreacts. Besides the obvious problem of appearing childish, you also tap into feminine energy. And about 40 women out of 100 are turned off when a man does something that violates gender expectations. Why? It lowers the perceived social status. On the flip side, to turn her on, you should have a high perceived social status. Pretty hard to do without looks and money, right? Well, there's a loophole. It's the mid-1480s.
How much you want to bet he's gonna sell me a course, bro? No, I'm just playing.
Columbus tries to get funding for his mission of finding a new route to Asia. A great cause, for a man of his rank at least. Columbus isn't rich, and he definitely isn't famous. Just another sailor with a dream. Yet, every time he comes in front of a higher ranking person, he never looks down, never dials his voice, and never takes his hat off. Back then, taking your hat off was a sign of respect and submission. A lot of people believed his attitude to be childish arrogance. But when he finally came in front of Queen Isabella, she gave him 3 ships and named him the Admiral of the Ocean Sea, later known as the man who discovered the Americas. What Columbus used is called status consistency theory. If a person has low social status, but acts as if they have high social status, our brain will get confused. This little guy...
Yo, this is some like this is some Victorian era shit, bro. Social status, this, social status, that. Bro, the only status there is now is just how much money you have and keep it above.
Hates to be confused. So he will trick himself into thinking that the person in front of us has indeed high status. Useful. But to get this effect, Columbus didn't just act confident. He always stuck to his principles. He was polarizing. How can you become as polarizing as him? I know this video is just for you.
Bro, what? Anyway, that kind of messed with my brain, bro. I don't know. I've got too much to think about. But anyway, guys, subscribe, man. I'm trying to get monetized. W video by Zoomology. And yeah, subscribe to him, subscribe to me. As I said, I'm trying to get monetized. See ya, boys, bro.